viruses are a large family of viruses that cause respiratory infections that can range from mild illness to pneumonia. People with coronaviruses may experience symptoms such as fever, respiratory symptoms such as coughing, sore throat, and shortness of breath. Other symptoms can include runny nose, headache, muscle or joint pains, nausea, loss of appetite, fatigue, and even loss of taste. This virus, until recently, was known to affect people over the age of 60 or anyone who is already suffering from any pre-existing medical conditions or anyone who low level of natural immunity. As this virus was not commonly known to the humans, which makes it even more dangerous. From the perspective of Ayurveda concept, Tridosha, the three elements in the human body, when deranged, can produce disease. What we believe in Ayurveda is that a disease is caused due to the consequence of some derangement of and disturbance of normal polarities. In Ayurveda, it is called fire and water. Food has now become even more important, especially during the time of pandemic. Ayurveda formulates that there are 7 distinct mark systems in the human body, all active and all alive from birth to death. These 7 systems are child, blood, flesh, fat, bone, marrow, and sperm. When the 3 elements of air, fire, and water, that means Vata, Pitta, Kapha, get disturbed, it leads to imbalance in our immunity. Ayurveda has a huge focus on seasonality and always recommends eating food based on seasons, which we refer to as Rutu. Ayurveda also emphasizes active use of mind. In Ayurveda, we always say that people to stay away from wrongful use of speech, fear, or extreme greed. Unstable mind leads to unstable immunity. We believe in coordination between healthy mind and body. Nature is what binds it all together. A very important note is to remember that our nature serves a purpose. The seasons are constantly working as a nature's medical examiner without fees. In order to keep the body in healthy conditions, the 3 cosmic elements operating in the body must remain in perfect equilibrium. The easy way of restoring the equilibrium is to resting, fasting, and dieting. In Ayurveda, we give a lot of importance to your digestion of food rather than ingestion of food. Ayurveda considers constipation as a grandmother of disease because if your food is not normally digested and excreted, then there is something wrong in your immunity. The sages laid down 3 eternal laws for human to observe several thousand years ago. 1. Increase the production of food. Let it be your vow. Don't waste your food. Let that be your vow. Don't despise food. Let that be your vow. Leafy vegetables. With regards to the different items of the food, it should be remembered that the element of water is a cause of leafy kind of vegetables. Leafy vegetables are nothing but transformed state of water, that means kapha, and transformed state of water strengthen the element of water in the body and its mucous system, that means kapha system and its surfaces. People with high fire element should avoid leafy vegetables in excess as it causes the flatulence. Cereals, leguminous plants and beans. Behind most of the cereals and leguminous plants and beans, there is an element called fire, that means pitta, as a basic cause. Cereals, leguminous plants and beans have the power to strengthen the element of fire, that means pitta, contained in the body. The circulatory system strengthens the liver, spleen, heart, kidney and blood. It is a golden rule to eat what is found in season and not try to outwit nature by getting them produced in other times artificially. Many of the spices ameliorate kapha, that means water, that means K element in the human body. Hence, the spices should always be consumed in the restricted. When treating a person with aggravated with vata and pitta, the spices must be consumed in restrictions. Spices are appreciated during the cold season. From the perception of Ayurveda, imbalance of Tridosha is the cause of invasion of pathogen, because the cases of COVID-19, there is no particular symptom for which the patient can be treated. Healthy lifestyle and healthy food and the proper lifestyle includes, the food is very important criteria to live the healthy lifestyle. Food known to cause the dampness. That means the immunity enhancing food must be taken into consideration. Food to be avoided should be milk products except yogurt, sugar, sweets, wheat, sweet flour, refined starch, highly processed starch products, excess raw fruits like sugar, vegetables, molds from the soil specifically, excess mushrooms, fungi, peppers, cold beverages, as the cold beverage immobilize your immune cells on the wall of the digestive tract, and excess of fermented food and foods containing yeast or excess of vinegar. The food to cause damp specifically are alcohol, fatty and greasy food, and deep fried food. Increase the use of food with yeast fungus inhibiting properties, like that which increases or relieves the damp and the damp heat, which include onion, cinnamon, ginger, scallion, basil, rosemary, dill, oregano, sage, parsley, cardamom, nutmeg, fennel, anise, clove, coriander, leek, chives, celery and lettuce. In conclusion, eat what is in the season. Avoid something that is heavily processed. Cook your own food to improve your sustainability. Earth is a mother that never dies, but when you tamper with it, it gets angry and works on the balancing the equilibrium. That is all I can explain you regarding the food and the immunity which according in Ayurveda perception.
Somos las raíces que nutren.
每一位粮食英雄都发挥着重要作用。
Nous devons nourrir le monde.
È giunto il momento di risollevarsi.
Together, we can make a difference.
To lives and communities everywhere.
Нам нужна устойчивая продовольственная система.
لأن مصيرنا واحد.